This tutorial video is designed to accompany the worksheet for Lesson 12 of Learn Your Scales and Arpeggios for Clarinet, which you have downloaded from planzmusic.com. It is important that you follow all the instructions on the worksheet, as this video will not cover all that is required by itself. The first item on the worksheet is an explanation of some theoretical terms. It's very important to familiarise yourself with these terms, as they are used regularly by musicians and will continue to be referred to throughout this series of lessons. The 7 steps of every major or minor scale have specific labels. Some of them may seem rather silly, but the worksheet provides some explanation. If we take, for example, C major, the first step of the scale, the keynote, is known as the tonic. It establishes the tonality, which is another name for the key. The second most important note in the scale is the 5th, which is known as the dominant. If we play those 2 notes plus the note which is midway between the two, we get what's known as a tonic triad. A triad is a 3-note chord. That middle note, the 3rd step of the scale, is known as the mediant. It mediates the triad. It determines whether it's a major chord or a minor chord. You will probably remember it as the mediant because it is in the middle of that triad. The second step of the scale, in this case D, is the note above the tonic. It's called the supertonic. And the note below the dominant is called the subdominant. So we have tonic, supertonic, mediant, subdominant, dominant. Let's leave out 6 for a moment. 7 is called the leading note. This is because in harmony it leads onto the tonic. So that leaves number 6. If we take the subdominant triad, the chord of 4, number 6 is the mediant of the subdominant triad. It's the subdominant mediant, but we call it the submediant for short. You will also need to understand enharmonic equivalents. Here is A, here is B. The note between them we normally call B flat, but we can call it A sharp. What we say is that A sharp is the enharmonic equivalent of B flat. A sharp and B flat are enharmonically equivalent. Lesson 12 presents one new scale, B minor, which is the relative minor of D major. It has a key signature of 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp, and the raised leading note is A sharp. A sharp is the enharmonic equivalent of B flat. The presence of A sharp can make this scale feel very wrong. You feel as though you are missing out A and playing 2 different sorts of B. Exercise 16 helps you get used to this. B minor is a sharp break pattern scale, crossing the break to right hand B followed by left hand C sharp. Don't let the presence of A sharp below the break deceive you into going for the flat break pattern. Here is the scale of B minor for 2 octaves. And here's the arpeggio of B minor for 2 octaves. Practice Plan 12 requires you to work through exercise 16 and to drill 20 other items. Again, you should know most of this stuff very well, and it should only take a very few minutes to get through it all. Once you've completed lesson and practice plan 12, you have reached something of a landmark: major and minor scales and their arpeggios with key signatures of up to 2 sharps and 2 flats.